Well, kids, you look spectacular today. You're all dressed up, huh? Exciting day for you. So, I don't know if everybody saw you when you were walking in, so why don't we have all of you First Communion kids come right up here, up on the top level here, so everybody can see you. Come on up. Don't be bashful. Go all the way up. You can even spread yourself out a little bit. Okay, let's get some over here. All right. Maybe spread down here a little bit. There you go. Don't they look spectacular, huh? Very good. Well, kids, I also brought you up here because not only do we want to see you, but we also want to be able to celebrate. It's First Communion Sunday, so with First Communion Sunday comes the First Communion cheer. Do you remember the cheer from last year? Some of you might remember it, but here it goes. You're going to follow me, all right? It's like playing follow the leader. What I do, I want you to do. What I say, I want you to say. You're going to repeat after me. Are you ready, guys and gals? Okay, are you ready? Here we go. You can smile, though. It's okay. There we go. All right, here we go. Follow me. I can't lose. Come on now, you gotta do what I do and you gotta say what I say. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. I can't lose. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I've got faith, and I have courage, and I have enthusiasm. Oh, very good, very good, very good. Okay. All right. Now that you got the nervous jitters out of you, let's do it one more time. Are you ready? Here we go. A little bit more energy, and here we go. Follow me. Here we go. I can't lose. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I've got faith, and I have courage, and I have enthusiasm. Oh, very, very good, very good. Okay. Now, kids, what do you think? Should we have mom, dad, grandmas, and grandpas, everybody here in the church do this? Yeah. Absolutely. My friends, on your feet, please. On your feet. Here we go. It's not First Communion Sunday without all of us doing the First Communion cheer. Now, my friends, before we do this, I must tell you, our insurance here at the Church of Our Lady of the Lakes is not very good. So if you've had any limbs that have been replaced or joints, be kind to yourself. If you need some of them replaced, be kind to yourself. Here we go. Follow me. I can't lose. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I've got faith, and I have courage, and I have enthusiasm. Oh, my friends, you sounded like the 8:30 Mass this morning. One more time, a little bit more energy. Here we go. You know something, my friends? The evangelicals have nothing over us. Here we go. Follow me. I can't lose. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I've got faith, and I have courage, and I have enthusiasm. Give yourself a round of applause. Very nice. Okay. Kids, you can go right back to your pews. You can be seated. Thank you very much. It's good to get the energy going, isn't it? Behold, I make all things new. The book of Revelation in today's second reading reminds us that all things have been made new. And how have they been made new? Well, God's dwelling is with the human race. Think about that for a moment. God's dwelling is with the human race. I will be their God, and they will be my people. I make all things new. And then Jesus tells us, so I give you a new commandment. Love one another. I think you would agree with me that love doesn't seem to be new at all. Seems to be a word that is used so oftentimes in our everyday speech. We refer to things that we love as well as people. It's a word that is used so commonplace this day, why it's hard to imagine that loving other people could be something new, and yet we realize it is. And what makes it new is that, of course, each and every day, every single day, we are given a new opportunity. A new opportunity to allow God's dwelling to be with you and I, the human race. And how is God's dwelling made known? Well, Jesus tells us, they will know you are my disciples by your choosing to love one another. In order to do that, I think you would agree with me, we need a whole lot of faith. We need an incredible amount of courage. And we need a lot of enthusiasm. Because loving is something that every single person on this world can do. Whether you're a baby or you're an elderly person or anything in between, anyone in between, no matter what our age, we have the capacity to love. But love is not an achievement. Love is not a talent. Love is not even a skill. Love is not a reward, even though at times we treat love that way, don't we? Why we extend love or we receive love based upon good behavior. But love is not a reward. It's not an achievement. It's not a skill. It's not a talent, but rather it's an action. It's something that you and I are invited to participate in. It's our participation in a relationship, whether that be with a spouse or a child, whether that be with a teacher or a stranger, whether that be with whomever it is. We enter into a relationship, and there we have the opportunity, we have a choice to participate in the action of love or not. But in order for us to do that, we have to grab a hold of a new day. We have to grab a hold of the new opportunities that are ours. We have to grab a hold of the faith and the courage and the enthusiasm that we need to be able to be that presence of Christ for one another. This morning, these 12 children are able to experience something new. Unfortunately, for many of you and I who have gathered here countless times on Sunday morning, receiving the body and the blood of Christ is anything but new. But hopefully, these children and their smiles and their excitement and their desire to receive Christ in their life, why, hopefully that will inspire something new within us, a new resolve, a new dedication, a new commitment to not only receiving Christ, but allowing God's dwelling to be known through you and I, the human race, by you and I then going forth to offer to others what we have received. Faith is the ability to believe what we cannot see. Courage is the ability to step out in territory that you and I oftentimes are either afraid or unwilling to enter into. Of course, enthusiasm is simply having that desire, that zest, that love for life itself. So let us pray as we gather at this table this morning, as we gather with these children on their first communion day. Let us pray that faith, courage, and enthusiasm might abound in us, so that by the manner in which we live our lives, we might say to the world, "Behold, all things are new."